You hearing this party going on? There's music playing. Just been sitting here for 5 minutes, just kind of like moving about in my chair, just dancing about. Evening, Phil. It is indeed me. Want to see proof? Hang on, I'm not quite set up. I seem a little quiet. Hang on. I've been trying to mess about with my microphone. I'm trying my best to get it as close as I can. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah. Just trying to adjust. Hang on. God knows if that's any better. Probably not. Oh, my boom arm's slipping down. Hang on. Any better? Is that okay? Trying to get it closer and closer to me. Pretty much eating it at this point. Yeah, one thing I found. Let me just let's jump into. Hang on. Let me just go in again. Hang on. So let's just blow up a second. So this is how close it is now. So it's not bad actually. This is the closest it's been actually. I just made a very slight adjustment and brought it even closer than what it was. So it is in shot. I can see it still. But yeah. I didn't realise it would be this difficult to get the microphone set up. Really. First of all, it echoed. Actually, one night it was just a fuck ton of static. And Phil, you'll know we played Halo on the other night, and my microphone. I couldn't hear it, but I'd done a quick sound recording to test it while we were playing. And yeah, it was just picking up some strange feedback. So I don't know if it was just because I'm in a bit of an echoey room now, which isn't really useful for this kind of microphone, really. So I've tried to mess about with it. It really wasn't finding any progress at all yesterday. And now, well, I came back this morning, switched the USB plug, and it seems to work. It's just a little quiet. So, get some sound deadening. I've got a living. I don't. It's a tricky balance, really. If I had a room purely dedicated to streaming, then I would just do it. I think, but as it happens, this is in the corner of the living room's right behind me. The living space is practically right behind me. We're getting a sofa next week. That might contribute to some of the deadening of the sound. Just gonna have to wait and see. I did seriously consider just going back to my old G35 headset. But then I compared the two this morning, and the sound quality is night and day still. So yeah, we're gonna have to make do with what we got at the moment, and try and get it even closer if we can without impeding the driving. I'm pretty much. That's full lock on the steering wheel there. That's pretty close. I might bump into. I could bump into the microphone doing that, which isn't good. Yeah, new side view though. Got my good side. Then yeah, so I've got my one monitor right in front of me, looking dead on. That's where the action is. See, I'm already bashing the microphone. Sorry. And yeah, got that look here. Got the chat all here as well, so it's like I'm looking at you as well. It's kind of set up quite nicely. It's just the microphone's really bugging me. and there's nothing I can really do about it. So let's adjust anyway. Let's go back. Let's go back down because we don't want half my face taking up the screen. I actually don't have the gain turned up at all, which I can mess about with. Hang on. Thing is, I've just spent half an hour tweaking the microphone, so hang on, the gain. I switched the gain up slightly. Thing is, the more gain I put on, it tends to pick up more background noise as well. Not that there's much, but yeah, well, we have to see. I've turned it up very slightly. I'm hoping that's nice. The only thing is, I've been balancing the game sound with the setting I had just as I started streaming, so this adjustment I've just made has probably ruined all of that. So we need to give it a moment. Now, career mode. We're here for a reason today, and that's for F1. It's been 2 months. It had been 2 months until yesterday, when I put a couple of laps together just to get a feel for it. And my God, it's taking some adjusting again, just to get back slightly to where I was pace-wise. I've managed to get within a tenth now, using the steering wheel, compared to my pad times. So before I moved, I done a big run of, I just done 6. I done a stream actually. I done a time trial of the last 6 races we've got here, and I tried to set the fastest possible time I could with a controller, so I had a proper reference when I came back to this. I'm glad I did that really, because it's very difficult. I found that yeah, I'm gaining in some areas that I couldn't do with the pad, and I'm also losing in areas, namely traction, slow speed corners at the moment, because my foot's not quite there yet in terms of balancing the throttle. So, but it is what it is. We're going to run 106% today, which is actually based on the lap time I did on the pad. So that might be slightly turned up too much, but we'll see. I'm hoping it's fine because I can get my lap time within the ballpark with the wheel. So yeah, and that's it. We've got the wheel back here as well. The wheel is back in action again. Done an iRacing stream earlier in the week, of course, but this is the first time back on F1. First time I've played this game on the pad, on the wheel as well. I've put like 150 odd hours into it, and this is the first time I'm back on the wheel since 2014. F1 2014. That was the last F1 game I played with the wheel. So we'll reload back where we are. Need to take a moment just to see where we are as well in the championship, because I honestly couldn't tell you where we are. Now I'm a bit wary as well, because I'm expecting a knock at the door any minute as well. So I don't really want to start the race and then get a knock at the door. So we're going to try and stretch this out for, well, as quick as Amazon takes to turn up. Apparently they're 1 stop away. So we'll try our best to just stretch this a little bit. So, right, one thing in navigating is I can't really remember the controls. Well, I don't know the controls on the wheel either. So we'll try and stumble our way through the settings. What's coming? To be honest, one thing is a longer cable for this microphone, because I've got the microphone stand on the left side of my table. It's quite a wide table, and it's plugged into my desktop where the wire is too short, so I've got a longer wire, and I'm getting a slightly smaller keyboard as well. So my workstation is set up here on the left, and I want to get a keyboard for that, so that's due here shortly as well. Right, so championship wise, I honestly can't remember where we were results wise. So Singapore, oh yes, we won Singapore, 110 difficulty I think it was on last time, so we won that. Hamilton's starting to slip back a little bit. Now, had been a period where he was starting to gain back on us, gain points, and he's still there. He's still a threat. He's still consistently scoring high. Couple of off positions here and there, but I think the fact that we've won what's that, six races, has put us in a relatively comfortable position. I wouldn't exactly call 17 points comfortable. He's still in touching distance really, and one win for him could turn it back on its head. So 6 races to survive anyway. We're hoping we'll get them done before the new game. So when's that? Mid-July? I've got 2 months. We'll try and get 6 races done then, I promise. Okay. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. We've got, who else? Nick, our teammate, Nick DeFree. So he scored 6th. He's still scoring points. That's one thing I noticed. He's always kind of there on the fringes. Even if he doesn't qualify too well, you can get a point, or you can steal a few points here and there. The constructors, we're quite far behind Mercedes, so this is pretty much a drivers' championship focus, more than anything. Let's see where we are in terms of allocation for power unit. Not too bad. Not too bad. I seem to recall that we took a few parts, or we took a few extras deliberately. Oh no, that is just that allocation, isn't it? The car just appears to be nicer. I can't tell if that was a knock or not. He didn't ring the doorbell, so hang on. Let's see. This always happens, doesn't it? Always happens when I happen to be streaming. Always get the disruption. Couldn't have turned up like any other time in the evening. No, it had to be 8:20 in the evening. We are looking good for power unit though. I don't need to change any parts here. It looks good. Gearbox wise, I think we're good. Still on the one practice. Don't have enough parts to buy anything. Don't have enough resources. But still, second best car at the moment. Kind of in touch with Mercedes. They're starting to edge ahead again. Has been a bit nip and tuck. We haven't been the fastest car at any point, I don't think. But we are close. We are reasonably close. And if we keep developing as well, because let's face it, am I going to do another season of this before the next game comes out? This could be it. So we might just commit all of our resources to just developing this car. And then, I mean, we've done the same thing with McLaren last year. In the last season we pretty much drove them into the ground because we developed all the way through to the end of the season. So I intend to do that again. Developing a bit of a reputation for pushing the teams until they're broke. Just waiting. Hang on. I do want to jump in. He's pretty much right here. I might just disappear a second. Give us a 1 minute. Let's see what's going on. 1 sec. Yeah. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Right, don't have to worry again. Shouldn't have anyone else knock in now. That was a kerfuffle. But that's done now. One thing I noticed there as well was just how shit the graphics are as well. You wouldn't have known I was... I think 2 people joined the stream midway through that Be Right Back. And all they saw was just an image. Didn't tell you what was going on. It's got it's got a car doing a pit stop. That's what I'm doing. I was taking a pit stop. An unofficial pit stop. Right, okay. Let's dive in now that we're not going to get ambushed by anyone, hopefully. God, that'd be a Twitch moment if someone came in now. Yeah, hopefully you guys are good though. Still acclimatizing to just living in my own space at the moment. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. I need to take this jumper off, really. Hang on. Win the race. I'll try. Can't promise anything. Alrighty. Let's check the weather. I hope it's dry. I'm honestly feeling a little bit nervous if it's not. I don't know where my messages are. Mixed conditions. And that's not good. Let's just jump in though. Gotta get the practice program done anyway. Sweet Church's t-shirt. Thanks. Reppin'. Yeah, I got an email about some new merch because their new single came out the other week. So I was like, I'll have a t-shirt of that. And then while I'm at it, because I went to one of their gigs on this tour, so I was like, why not get that as well? I forgot George Russell was in the house. That was unnerving watching that. Okay, I leave my headphones on because that's where the game sound is coming out today. I'm not taking any risks with the microphone where it is. Need to test out here because I've obviously increased the microphone gain just to see how that affects the sound in game, because I've turned the game sound right down to compensate for the quiet microphone.
When you get a chance, make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
Just trying to navigate my way through all the buttons. Okay. Let's do it. Fucking hell, that's loud. Is that loud for you guys? That's really loud for me. Whoa. There's the heavy right foot immediately. Sound is fine. Okay, cool. I would just suffer then.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Best of luck out there.
I might have to adjust the sound actually. This is extremely loud. I have tinnitus at this rate. I can't even hear myself talk. I missed the I missed the DRS point. Let's just hang on. Let's pause that. Just adjust volume. How do I flashback? There. That's better. That's it. Sound is much better now. Is that the same for you? I'm looking left and not looking at the track again. That looks good for you guys, yeah? Looks good for you, Phil? Sound didn't change. Sweet. I'm pretty good at this Twitch business. I know what I'm doing. Oh, slightly too late. Missed a breaking point there. Oh, okay, middle sector. This is where I'm losing out to the pad, interestingly enough. Just had a lot more confidence carrying speed through these two corners, this one and the next one coming up. Absolutely chucking it there. Chucking it through there on the pad. No idea how I'm doing it. Bit tricky. On the hard tyres, of course, at the moment, so grip isn't as much as I'd like it to be. Mass Effect has reviewed very well. Well, I'm good. I'm glad. That's out tomorrow. I'm very excited for it. I've kind of held off from pre-ordering it, but I mean, it's not going to make a difference because I'm still going to pay 50 quid for it tomorrow. There's no way I'm going to be waiting for the price to drop. CD Keys has it slightly cheaper, but it's on Origin. No, thank you. Want to get the Steam version, and that means I got to pay top dollar for it. I'm really interested to see how Mass Effect 1 is now. Now that it's been completely revamped, I'm excited to play Mass Effect 1 again. It'll be like playing a brand new game, I hope. With the amount of quality of life changes they've made. I was secretly hoping that they've changed Mass Effect 3's ending. Or tweaked it slightly, but I don't think they have. I read an article suggesting that they haven't changed anything, so which I guess is fair enough. This is such a tricky corner. I'm having a brake a little bit earlier than I would have expected. Been a clean lap so far, this one though. Oh, bit too much curb there. Jinxed it immediately.
Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this.
Purple lap though.
This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
Which is encouraging. I've done a couple of practice laps just hitting curbs and just insta spinning. So glad I haven't disgraced myself yet on stream. I've just missed that corner though. Again, I'm looking left, or looking right where the chat is. I've done some practice on the Formula Renault yesterday, Phil. Done a couple of laps around Road Atlanta. Pretty good combination there. Pretty fun to drive. A lot of people in at set times, but the session was relatively empty. I think people must have just jumped in like pre-race. But ended up with the fastest time in the end. I've done a couple of quali runs at the end and put myself like nearly half a second clear of everyone, which was nice feeling, but don't really know what the real pace is at the moment. Don't know if you've given it any laps by any chance.
Program complete and a job well.
How do I pause this? There we go.
Best lap so far is a 1:33.5.
Quite a way off here, which is slightly concerning. stick on the mediums. See if we get a bit more lap time. Again, it's very easy to just be put off completely by the practice times here. Actually, what difficulty have I got this in? On. I didn't even switch the difficulty, I don't think. Hang on. I do need to change that then. That is why I'm going so slowly compared to everyone else. I was like a whole second off of Esteban Ocon on the same tyre. I've got it on 110. I mean, I guess you could forgive me. It has been 2 months since I played this. 2 months since I streamed this. I was on a roll back then. Okay, tyre wear now then. I thought tyre wear seemed okay in the middle sector there. I was looking after the car quite nicely. Oh, don't lock up like... Oh no. That'll be that right foot again.
To pick up the pace, we're not hitting our target. We'll need to rerun the program if we don't get the time delta back.
It's Mr. Potato. Hello, mate. Long time no see. It's been a long time. Finally, you can now see his favourite F1 2020 driver. And it's Gasly's AI, of course. In P9 at the moment. Not where he usually is, by his lofty standards. I'd almost forgotten about the Gasly cult that had been established. How are you doing well, mate? It's good to be back. It is very nice to be back, and hopefully for a while to come now. Can't say the plans are too exciting. I'm just going back to all the old games that I used to play. But yeah, just looking forward to just get out there and racing again, driving around, having a couple of some fun race nights. I mean, I accidentally fell into a strength of field race in the Formula Renault 3.5 this week, which was a bit worrying, but it was all good fun still. And now this as well. I need to get this season done before the next game. Hey Waldo. There's no way I'm getting purple. There's no way I'm getting a purple tyre wear here. I think my phone's ringing as well. You remember like 10 minutes ago when I said no one's going to disturb? I might just need to take that call very quickly as well. I did very well considering the time off. Thank you. That seems like a quality mic. Yeah, just the quality's not that good. It's an actual nightmare in the room I'm in. Picking up all sorts of noises and background noise. Hey Stevie. Oh god. Yeah, there's no way I'm purple in this. How'd the iRacing go? I'll tell you about it in a second. I need to let me just finish this lap, and then I need to just quickly call this phone number that's just called me, and then I'll be back with you guys. I need to change. Remind me to change the difficulty as well, because I haven't done that yet. Right, one sec, guys. Again, sorry about this. Wow, that was a long ass phone call. I am so sorry. We're back. Can you hear this still? Is this still playing? Wouldn't be surprised if the stream just blew up. Was it an interesting phone call? Yeah, it was Ellie just catching up. Ellie just called just to have a chat about the day, and I was like, I gotta go win this race. She was like, oh, piss off then. Did I say hi from us? I said hi from everyone except Waldo to her. Of course, another F1 gameplay interrupted by phone calls. Always happens, doesn't it? I tell you, it always happens. I've had Amazon turn up at the door already earlier in the stream. Hi, Tamas, by the way. That'd be good, mate. Okay. Let's go again. You missed it. We had a level 5 hype train, 3,000 viewers and everything. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, it's more impressive, I think, to lose 3,000 followers than actually obtaining the 3,000, I think. Just being away for 10 minutes lost me 3,000 viewers. And there we go. How do I look behind here?
In this program, we want you to focus on fuel-saving technique.
Go on, go for it. Fucking hell, that was really close. How do I look behind? How do I look behind? There's actually no button to look behind. Oh, there's traffic. I'm trying to just get out of the way of cars here. I'm going to get overtaken here as well. The life of a content creator is brutal. So true. Especially when you don't make content either. Why don't I use a virtual mirror? There's too much clutter going on screen already, really. I've got too small a screen to have a virtual mirror. I could use the arrows, no problem. Plus the FPS drop as well. Is the wheel cooperating? It's going okay. Just as I do, like, the worst corner you've ever seen there. Apart from that, it's all going good. Yeah, done a couple of laps on iRacing again yesterday, just to kind of acclimatise to the wheel. The one difference with F1 is that my steering, my degree of rotation. So on iRacing, I've got the full 1080 degrees of rotation, whereas I have to set it to like 270. Stevie's genuinely interested to see if I find the game any harder or easier. Well, I will say, I said it towards the beginning, right at the beginning when only Phil was here, that
Okay, decent lap there, but there's still more to find. Keep at it.
what I did before I left, I think you were part of that stream actually, Stevie, where I done just a time trial run before I moved house. I done a time trial run where I done all of these last 6 races of the season just on time trial, and set a lap time on the pad to give myself a proper reference for when I eventually came here and started using the wheel. And I went on time trial and on the wheel yesterday, done a couple of laps yesterday, just because I knew I might be streaming today, so I just thought I'd do a couple of laps just off stream to kind of at least acclimatise a little bit. And it was a real struggle, first of all. I've got within now 1/10 of my pad time, and I mean, I've done 150 hours of this game on the pad now. Last time I've played an F1 game on the wheel was 2014, and that was pretty much the last proper F1 game I played. With a wheel, that was the last proper F1 game I played. And I mean, 2014 was garbage, so. Yeah, so I'm within a 10th on the pad time, so the difficulty that you see, yeah, the difficulty that you see, so I'm doing 106, I should be doing 106, that reminds me, I need to change that once this session's done, which I'm about to end now.
That's an acceptable lap, but you're capable of...
Let's back out of that. Need to change the difficulty first thing. The second worst F1 game I ever made. I couldn't tell you what the worst one is. 2011? 2011 looks and sounds horrific. It's just not aged at all well. And it was just worse than 2010 as well.
So let's review our top three. Hamilton, Bottas, and Charles Leclerc.
So just only last place here. That's why we need to change the difficulty though. What you could do if you still have the pad is try it now and have an exact one-to-one comparison. No way, man. I'm used to this now, and now I'm going to be trash on the pad. I'm bad at both anyway, but I need to be like at least competent in one or the other. But it's like I say, I've done a stream. It's about 3 months ago now, 3 or 4 months ago. No, it's actually more about 2 months ago. Where do a split screen against myself. What should I like steer with one hand and controller on the other? I mean, you're giving me some brilliant stream ideas here. That's a car crash waiting to happen. Okay, difficulty first. Let's change that. Tape the controller to the wheel. Should I do like a Wii controller as well? You know, like on Mario Kart where you use you tilt your controller to go left and right. Should I just have one of them taped to the front? I kind of want to do these other programs again just to see if I can do any better. I've only got the hard tyre left though, so maybe not. Stevie's going audioless because he's had enough. Missed the opportunity to communicate with Stevie.
In this program, we're looking at ERS management. This is all about managing your battery efficiently.
Yeah, the whole point of doing those time trials 2 months ago was to give myself a proper one-to-one comparison already, really. Like, it gave me a benchmark of how quick I was on the pad before I then gave up the pad. Like I said, to get within a tenth of it right now, a tenth of my lap time here on the wheel, I think it's pretty good. I've done like the grand total of probably like 1 hour practice. So we're up to speed fairly quickly, and that will only get better. Stevie's curiosity was more to do with... Hang on, I only read half that comment. More to do with the ease of achieving the lap time, as opposed to the lap time itself. Okay. Maybe something for post-race. Yeah, we'll certainly discover. I'm yet to race properly wheel-to-wheel with the AI yet, so we'll see how that also ties in.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed.
How do I even use the ERS? I didn't even know what button to use. Oh, that one. So that one up there, so top right of my wheel is ERS, and that's DRS. Okay. Learned something new right there. Back to garage. Yeah, I hope this change doesn't derail my championship standing here. Should I have finished this before I moved house? That's the question we'll discover in these next 6 races.
You can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the
Right. Let's try and string 3 laps together. I've given Nick the controller now. Yeah, it's like a... Oh, shit.
Some consistent laps, please. We're looking for...
You didn't see that happen. Don't know the controls. Don't know the controls to navigate the replays. Now do. Yeah, it's like it's like a mantle that you pass down. You know, like Captain America, that kind of thing. And Nick will now continue my legacy. And probably have his own spin-off TV show. Turn 2, always so tricky. Just got away with that as well. Just keep missing the right-hand apex. I feel like I can brake. I've got a lot more control over the brake than on the pad. I feel like I can brake later anyway. That was one thing I really struggled to get the grips of right at the start last weekend, was just getting the braking figured out. But it's come back to me quite quickly, which I'm pleased with. Still locking up every now and then, but managing to get it slowed down more often than not. It's this final sector that's a bit taking a little bit of time to learn, especially it's the Mickey Mouse bit, the 2 chicanes at the start of the sector. Bit hard to be precise with the pad. I'm so used to being so precise because you kind of need, like, it's hard to deviate line in the middle of the corner when you're on the pad. You're kind of committed to one line most of the time. If you really want to, you know, optimal time, you have to nail it. What I found so far with the wheel is that I've got a bit more freedom. Just like little tiny changes, little tiny corrections in the middle of the corner that can set you up a bit nicer. Especially in those chicanes in that 3rd sector. In my time trial, lap times that I was doing, I was finding that I was going really just, like, you've done one line on the pad, where I'd go really fast into the corner and just try and, you know, compensate, or just try and survive and just push out on the exit. Whereas I can kind of carry speed through with the wheel and then get it turned enough to angle myself for a better exit. And I don't really have time to do that with the pad. And when I mean time, I mean like fractions of a second, really. I just have a better feeling. Like from here, I can really just open up. It's this corner in particular. I can really just open up the exit just by getting myself a little bit further left into the chicane.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
That time wise, we're doing good. Stevie ended up leaving the last stream because he started dying. Can you elaborate? Are you okay? Well, you're okay now, unless you're just like a husk. An undead remains of Stevie. Did I fix the wheel issues of iRacing? I did, and it turned out it wasn't an in-game issue. It was a firmware issue with the wheel. So apparently, there's been a new firmware for this steering wheel and for all Fanatec steering wheels since end of last year. So this firmware has been the latest firmware for nearly 5 months now. And they're aware this is an issue as well, because I managed to find some threads where people were finding the same issues. So I had to downgrade the firmware, and it just fixed the issue. So it's not something I could really do. It's just typical it happened on stream again. But we fixed it. We got it fixed in the end, so it is turning. It's not turning as much on this game, because I've got the sensitivity a little bit lower, so my steering movement isn't actually one-to-one with what you're seeing in game here. It's slightly, I'm turning less of my steering wheel, and the game's turning a bit more in. I did do the race. Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, thanks for that. You'll be pleased to hear that the race you told me to do was the was the strength of field race for that week. So the next race that just happened to turn up, that I was like, oh yeah, I'll just turn up and just do this race just for fun. It was the strength of field race, and guess what? They put me in the top split. I was in the top split on the broadcast as well on iRacing, and I was just like, oh lordy. Phil was in it as well, thank God. But I've actually clipped it somewhere. Actually, no, I don't think I've clipped it, but it is. You could probably find it in the clip, in the stream. Important issues. Apart from the conflict in the Middle East, where is your exotic Fanta? It's actually in the fridge. I've actually got it. I haven't tasted it yet, but it's in the fridge. Did I win? Of course I didn't bloody win. I didn't even set a qualifying lap because I opened DRS too early in the middle of a corner, spun and got disqualified. So I started last, which was for the best really. I kind of wanted to start last. I was probably only fast enough for the bottom half of the field anyway, or bottom quarter. So I started 22nd, I think. It was a 22 car grid. Kept it clean though, all race. I had one off track, one dodgy off track, but survived. But ended up 14th. So actually, actually held my safety rating. Improved my I rating very, very slightly as well, because my I rating was pretty low in that split as well. That's something I need to work on. I would like to get my I rating up above 4,000 again. It's currently on 3,800, so we're not far off, but I would like to hold it above 4,000. That's one of my goals this year. Did I enjoy it? I did enjoy it. It was very, very tricky, and there was a lot of things that I need to adjust to. Namely, my field of view is so far forward that my spatial awareness is lacking a little bit. So, but that will develop over time, and the more races I do, the better that will be. Once again, Stevie was right. I'm not going to lie to you, Stevie, actually. After that race, I wasn't that fast during the race, and there was a lot of laps where I was just playing it cautious. But I went into a practice session the next morning and found a heap of time, and done a qualifying simulation just to kind of see where I'd be. And I know weather plays a bit of a factor in iRacing now, but the lap time was relatively competitive, which was really nice to see. And then I'd done a practice session at Road Atlanta yesterday as well, which is the track this week. And pace looks okay. It's too early to really say, but I topped the session and there was a load of drivers in that session as well. So it was nice. It was nice. Nice to yeah, it was nice to get the race under our belt. So at least we've got a benchmark now. When's the exotic taste test? I mean, it could be whenever you want. maybe next time. I'll have to declare it on stream. I'll have to declare it in the title. because that was a condition that some followers set last time we talked about it.
We're fifth in the speed trap, 207.4.
Right, let's do FP3.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three. Who are
Go on, Nick.
De Vries
P2.
and Pierre Gasly. And if today's practice is anything to go by,
Still 1.3 off, but we haven't set a qualifying lap yet. It needs to be when you and Jan are available. Exactly. So they kind of both need to be in here, as well as Stevie. And then we can settle this debate once and for all.
You put in a lot of time on the track today. Was there a reason for this?
Nick has pad hacks. I knew I'd gone too early. Change into the wheel. Just go for the boring answer.
Was today a good day for you?
Yeah, things went well. This was a clean session, wasn't it? Apart from that one spin.
What's the secret ingredient for your performance today?
How do I no comment that shit? There we go.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, I'm excited for the exotic though. I hope none of the cans explode though. On my first weekend here, I had the fridge setting turned up a bit too high, so it's frozen a lot of the stuff in the fridge. And one of the cans that I have got in there it wasn't one of the Fanta exotics, thank God. But some of them had frozen completely over, expanded, and then exploded in the fridge. Like one of them literally blew up in the fridge. And covered the whole fridge in just Coke flavoured slush. So I'm being very protective over my Fanta exotics at the moment. Like an expectant mother with her eggs. Waiting for the time to hatch. Right, let's do a quali run. Let's see where we're sitting. What is behind me? Hang on. Just guitar. I'm still learning to play. Where is the big mom? Music stream when? Mate, I mean, if I had a lot more confidence, I would just play you the worst music gig you've ever seen. I take requests of songs, and I have no idea how to play a guitar, so I would just try my best, I guess. What a great viewing that would be, wouldn't it? I'd love to play guitar though. I mean, it's been a year this week since I got it, and I really picked it up. Really started using it a lot when I first got it. I actually paid for a subscription for like basic guitar lessons online. So I'm like learning the basics. I just can't string it all together still. That's the problem. Like chords, I'm kind of getting the hang of, or I have got the hang of. I just need to practice transitions though between. I need to remember all of the chords. There's sometimes I go back to it. Like even this week, I picked up the guitar, just practice my where my finger positioning was. And it's starting to come back to me, so it feels a little more natural than obviously where it was a year ago. There's no way I can play. I can't do solos on my own or anything like that. So that will stay hidden for now, but certainly need to give myself more time to do it. A bit of a dodgy corner there. I think that might cost me. Oh, that's epic track extension.
Right, that's the end of the
Oh, we're green at least.
this lap so we can analyze the data.
So the dream is you either have to learn a very basic version of the F1 theme or the podium music. What, like Italian national anthem podium music, you mean, or something like that? We can have some music on the next special event that you will stream. I'm looking forward to the next special event, whenever that is, that I will take part in. We'll need to get the LMP2 car at some point. I can try and play some music during those streams. I mean, 24 hours is a long time, isn't it? Got to fill in the blank somewhere. It is actually the Indy 500. That is actually true. I've never done the Indy 500 on iRacing. So we're meeting our target here, but still a bit off really. Not quite where I want to be. Only 4 tenths off of, ahead of Gio here. It is that last sector that I lost a bit of time in there. And I'm kind of focusing on chat a little bit as well. I think I couldn't really remember the middle sector either. Do I have another set of tyres? No, I'll just use that. I'll use that set again and see if I can do another lap. I'd like to, like musically. I mean, I keep saying this all the time to my best mate, because he's in the same position as me. We both want to learn how to play, and it's like, yeah, let's just like do like a jam session, or like, you know, just do something a bit fun like that. Because surely you would learn a bit better, right? If you can learn off each other, learn off different people. Oh shit! Wow. Okay, that's a really bad exit. It's already a strong start to the lap. And look at the tyre wear already. Watkins 6 hours is the next team thing. Okay. Nice easy track with straight lines. Watkins Glen. And then it's Spa 24 hour. Okay. Would be nice to be a part of those. It's just whether I'm available. That's the problem. I think when restrictions start lifting around the UK, and it's going to happen fairly shortly, I just wonder where I just hope I've got enough time to do these kind of races. Ah, this middle sector's naff. Ah, yeah, that's not a good exit. Spa is GT3 only as well. Maybe not for me. I'd like to do the multi-class stuff. Side lock up, gone way too hot in there. It's really compromised my exit there. Keep snatching the brake. Yeah, this ain't working again. Some people don't want to do it. Alright, okay. Is this your way of asking me if I want to do Spa 24 hours? Let's just skip to quali, shall we? Been waiting around long enough. Kind of ahead of Nick though, which I guess is the benchmark at the moment. He's purple in sector 3. Waldo does tend to only ask better all-round drivers than him.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top 3 again. A racing point, Hamilton.
It's only 24 event left of the year. It's true.
Practice is officially over.
Wait, isn't Le Mans?
Goodbye.
Where's Le Mans? Has that not been announced yet? Is that not happening? Oh, it's not happening, is it? Because they're being really funny about the licensing. Ugh. That looks pretty close up top there. Still ahead though, pretty pleased with that. Yeah, Le Mans is having a legal issue. Fab. It's good to hear, isn't it? Hey, Broyle. Long time no speak. I've seen you about. That sounded creepy. I meant your streams. Jumps in every now and then. That is one of the most ridiculous things I'm proud of in sim racing. You know, it's an achievement, isn't it? Orbit sounds silly, really, when you think about it. I've moved house. It's very good. So we've been here since, I say we, it's me at the moment. There will be my partner moving in when her lease at her place runs out in July. So I've got a couple months on my own here. Yeah, it's nice. Room's a bit echoey at the moment. We're getting other furniture coming in. I hope the echo is not really picking up on the microphone. It tends to do that. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have my own space. Got my chair back. I've got my steering wheel back. You wouldn't have known before. But I used to use my wheel a lot. Had been back on the pad. Yeah, it's just nice. It's real nice. Got my own desk back. I had been just sat on the bed. That was where I was last time. I was just sat on my bed watching, like playing the game on my TV. I had my PC hooked up to my TV, and now I've got my proper monitors set back up. It's lovely. It's so nice. I'm so happy. Yeah, it's good. Right, we are focusing on qualifying now because, well, practice times look close. Of course, we will find more time as we progress through the session. We definitely need to race. I would like to put more time into race, so absolutely, for sure. We'll have to do that at some point. Tams is currently on the way to gate crash, MTV style. I'm kind of a bit concerned because you generally know the area I'm in, I think. So, I might just see you walking around the street. Okay, so those points. I want to spend those R&D points, but I'm not sure I can afford anything. No, it's not recommending anything. Ironically enough, you're looking to move, and you've seen one that looks all right in Collier Row. We're gonna be neighbours, aren't we? Yeah, Royal, definitely message if you got something big. Oh, 6 streamer Kez, 6 viewer Kez. I'll bring in all the pulling power. But definitely, yeah, DM me. That'll be nice. Yeah. Yeah, come live in the road, Thames. It's nice to be back, to be fair. There are weird bits of Collier Road, though. It's split, like, it's such a small place, but it's split into like 3 different areas that are, some are nicer than others. It's so strange, but it's nice. Yeah, very happy where I'm at the moment. So, yeah, all pleased. Right, okay, qualifying. Let's stop getting sentimental for a second. Qualifying. Let's jump into it. Don't accelerate the time. I can't remember the buttons to get out and about here. Looking to get somewhere near the Thames barrier. Yeah. They cost a lot of money. Yeah, Collier Road's very... One thing I found, because before I asked my partner to move in, she was trying to find somewhere. Because, of course, she's leaving her place in end of July. So now's the time to start looking, really. And everywhere is so expensive around where she is. So she's in Walthamstow at the moment. And that's not even, like, central London, you know what I mean? It's just obscene the amount of money that they're asking you to pay. And the only option you have is just to go further out. Collier Row is a good balance, really. Romford is generally quite nice as well. I think the cheapest places you can find really around this area are in Chadwell Heath and things like that. Essex is pretty good as well. But don't live in Basildon. Yeah, Romford's good. You got a really good connection. You're 10 minutes away from Liverpool Street by train. You got good links here. You've got, well, and up the other end, you've got Essex, which is a lovely area. The seaside's not far away, really. Kent is just over the QE2. Honestly, I should work in like tourism for Romford, if there's such a department. I don't like the place particularly, but it has everything you need. Raynham's not bad either. I don't know how this lap's unfolding really. I'm just blanking out while I'm talking. I'm just kind of in autopilot. You only come to Romford for Cosmo. Yeah, the brewery used to have... fuck, we're far off Hamilton here. Well, half a second. Yeah, the only thing worth coming to in the brewery was Mod Pizza. And that got shut down during the pandemic. So I'm very, very, very upset. Okay. Oh man, it was so good. Like Subway, but with pizza. Like, how is that not a thing around here? Revolutionary. Wow, Leclerc on pole at the moment. Half a second away though. That's a lot of time I'm losing. It's that middle sector. It is that middle sector though. They can absolutely throw it through there. Right, let's go again. What are you looking to do? Are you trying to move out on your own, or you got people to move in with? Are you house sharing, for example, or what's the plan there? If there is one. All right, and we're off. Off for another lap. Let's try and... I can't even remember where the bad corners were, really. Oh, turn one for sure. Somehow picked up a 10th, but I was really, really poor. Missed that apex again. Haven't got that braking right at all so far. And we'll slight track extension. Apparently that's purple though. Right, middle sector, really lost time to everyone else here, so what can we do? Try and carry as much speed through here. That's much better. Well, sort of. Alright, crucial exit here. Probably could have had a nicer exit, to be honest. Hit the curb too hard there. Wasn't ideal. Ah, slight lock up again. That's really letting me down, that corner. Right, chicane. That was much smoother. Oh, bit right foot heavy there. Better. I think what I'm still doing here is I'm not throwing it through that last corner as much, because in my mind I'm thinking, oh, that's going to compromise me down the straight. But I don't need to because the line's right there, so just throw it in there. I've done that a little bit there, gained a bit of time. Still half a second off. That gap just keeps getting lower. Where's Nick in all of this? 1.8 off. So I'm a full 1.3 seconds quicker than him at the moment. Look at that. Sector time in Sector 2. Ay. That's not good. Alright, another set of softs then. I've got to go for it again. It is wet potentially in this session as well. In the race. We're living life dangerously here. I don't think that was a particularly bad lap. Again, middle sector was lacking, but the other two sectors seemed alright, with the exception of turn 2, actually. Let's give it a go again. Should have driven out there. Am I going to get stuck in traffic here? I don't know how to look behind me. I don't think there actually is a button to look behind me on the steering wheel. Does R3 actually do anything? Hang on, let me just assign that button. I want that. Gear up, look back, there. How do I select that? Yeah, I thought that button wasn't actually working. Sweet. Got Ricardo right behind me though. Great. We're about to Valtteri Bottas this and drag Ricardo to pole position. Much better turn 1. I was let down slightly by the exit to start the lap, but gained that time back through turn 2. Oh, a bit cautious there. Can barely see that apex with the sun shining on it now. Right, this is the sector they're quick again. Oh, I missed the apex. There goes all that time. Better exit on the straight, press the wrong button. I pressed the look back instead of DRS. Bottas has beat Hamilton to pole, thank God. Because I'm not going to be able to. Bit of a mess again. Right, chuck it through here. Not good enough, really. 8th! Well, Ricardo was right behind me. So I'm pretty sure he probably beat me.
Qualifying finished, it's time to
I know he
remind
didn't.
ourselves of our top 3. Bottas, Hamilton and Pierre Gasly. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow.
There is no way we are the second fastest car on the grid here.
Be a fantastic race.
Just that 8 tenths off there. That's unreal. Like, how are we the second fastest car, yet Nick de Vries is like miles off the pace here? Like, there's no way I would have found 8 tenths. There was maybe a little bit of time in that, but not 8 tenths. Ugh, could have still been up there on the grid though. That's not gone well. Out-qualified by Lewis again, of course. I don't think we've actually out-qualified him at any point. This is going to start off wet as well, isn't it? I've never driven in the wet with the steering wheel yet. Which would be an experience and a lot of flashbacks, I imagine, at some point. Okay. So you're starting off mixed. AlphaTauri 6th fastest car. Both their drivers on the second row. Where's the Gasly crew in the chat? Mr. Potatoes missed it if he's not here. Gasly gang.
Welcome along then to Sochi and the Russian Grand Prix, one of 8 cities in the world to play host to both the Olympics and a Formula One race. It's a Grand
This looks
Prix
dry,
that's
doesn't it?
difficult to crack for anyone
Oh
beyond
no,
the
it is raining. It is raining.
years. So let's see if that can change today. Well, it's certainly not the best weather out on the Sochi street circuit today. A track that boasts 18 corners, 12 to the right and 6 to the left. And it's a track that combines both fast corners and long straights, resulting in speeds of excess of 200 miles an hour. But with these conditions,
I would really like to drive around at the moment and do like a reconnaissance lap in these conditions.
Joining us today,
They can add that feature, that would be really cool. Thanks.
Anthony Davidson. And great to
Like
see
a lap to the grid.
How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, it's looking a bit cold out there, if I'm honest. These tyres have quite a narrow operating window in terms of the temperatures they need to extract the best grip. So with a cold track surface, it's going to be harder to keep those temperatures up.
Let's skip this bit.
Run you through the driving
Here's the grid.
order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Fiat.
The Mercs are so far ahead there. That was unreal.
Norris and a racing point. Perez and Sebastian Vettel. Ricciardo, Magnussen, Esteban Ocon, and De Vries. Verstappen, Russell, Lance Stroll, and
Was
Antonio
Verstappen really in 15th there?
Sainz and Nicholas Latifi. Now it's almost time for lights out.
Race strategy. Inters then. Inters to start. Almost certainly going to dry up though, just based on what that weather says. So, just got to try and make the inters last. I wonder how much the AI might slow up here as well. In the wet, got an opportunity here to make it count. Are we ready? Ready, set, go. Green flag. Go, go, go. I don't know how to start the car, so hang on. How was it before? So it was, you held the gear up button, I think, for the clutch. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Fuck ton of wheel spin, man. Whoa, massive dive from a Ferrari. Seb on a mission. Whoa. Whoa!
You have a lot of wing damage. Box for a new.
I'm not having that again. What the hell happened there? That was really, really slippery. That is a lift. That McLaren should be lifting at that point. I mean, if he just lifts, he's got room to rejoin there. But he's just gone. Get fucked. I got no grip here. Oh my word.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
The start was fine. Like I say, I'm going to need a few laps just to understand these conditions and drive Verstappen's up to 12th already as well. He's flying. I am really struggling in these conditions. Come on. Let's get ahead in the game here. This isn't good for the championship, has to be said. Well, actually, it might be good, depending if you're a neutral. Whoa, shit. That's, I'm not going to flashback that.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken
That
some
was
line.
kind of my bad. Half my bad. Oh my god, that is some understeer though. Oh shit. Oh my god, there's actually no grip. Like, no front grip. I'm just going, I was track extending constantly.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
I almost threw my steering wheel up in the air there. That was how much force I just put into the correction. There's actually no... Wow, the amount of front grip I do not have now. That's so noticeable.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
They're so good on under power as well. Come on. Do I have a Discord? I do not. Do not have a Discord.
Okay, take it easy on the
Half of my community are just people that I speak to on a daily basis anyway. So it's not really a Kez community. Yeah, if you message me on Twitch, that would be grand. It's probably the best way to get hold of me actually. Okay, so these guys are super speedy still in this part of the lap.
dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
I really need to go back to dries. I'm keeping pace with these guys actually now. Despite the damage, I think I've turned out alright here. Or turning out okay. I can really feel going into the corners.
A new strategy is available on the
Oh, you are fucking joking me. Why have you called that before I even jumped in?
Nick is in the pits. Nick in the pits.
Change the strat. How do I change it? Okay, there we go. Honestly, this might be why I'm actually struggling in the wet, because the actual conditions aren't wet. I'm on the wrong tyre for the conditions. Or have they gone too early?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Guys, what the fuck?
Got that confirmed.
What? What the fuck was not an explicit confirmation of the strategy, guys? A Kerry fan Discord. I know, can you believe it? Would have 0 people in it.
I don't think
Stop talking, please.
pit crew will ready wet tires for the
What the fuck? I didn't say that! I didn't say that!
5 seconds.
I didn't say that! No! What the fuck happened there? I don't know what the pit limiter is. I don't know what a pit limiter is! I hit one of them. Shit! I don't know what a pit exit is! What one did I actually press there? What one worked? Oh my god, this is a disaster. Oh, the AlphaTauri boys have fucked it. Oh no! Forgot about the wing change. This is a nightmare.
Exit now.
I should have gone medium. Right, how do I exit? What button? What button? What button? Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. I don't know what fucking button it is to turn off the pit limiter. Oh shit. Right, we have to figure this out. Hang on. Hang on. Hang Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. Number 8. It's the DRS button. Which one was that? That one. All right, we're gonna flashback that, so I can exit the pit lane in a timely manner.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
I'm pressing the wrong one. Or am I? That's not my... It is my DRS button. Okay, we're cool. We're golden. We know now. Here we go. Third time. Yes. Look at this.
Left in this strategy.
Look at this. Expert. Okay, so it's not quite dry as yet. It will come to us. We're ahead of Ocon. Doesn't mean much, really. Still a lot of understeer. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Join my fan Discord if you like more of this. Got a lot of work to do here. There's a championship wise, this really has not gone well so far.
Use your overtake button for more power. We need to push.
So slippery, man. So slippery. I keep getting my DRS and my ERS boosts mixed up. My braking is really, really bad at the moment as well. I'm really taking liberties with some of the track limits here. Right, so the mid pack are all pretty close still. The top three are on their own, in their own race at the moment though. But we can really get stuck in with the mid pack here. That's pretty nice.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Still got it.
Gap to car in front is 2.5 seconds.
I don't know what the fastest lap was, so I don't know how far off we are, but like I say, it's not our race. Bottas is. Good news is that Bottas is taking off into the distance here, so he's at least doing me a favour in the championship fight with Hamilton. Alright, here's Kvyat then, who was fourth at the start. Unfortunately, he got caught up in that double stack, so he's back down here with me at the moment. Driver in front.
Kvyat ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.0. You're gaining by 1/10 a lap.
One-tenth a lap.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Well, this is annoying to see that we've got pace. And can't really do anything about it at the moment. See, now it's dried out. I had no problem getting up to speed here. I was slightly concerned about the pace. I know in the race we have generally been stronger in the race this season and in qualifying. I say, just a shame what happened really in that opening stint. That was such a disaster. Whoa. That was close. That was very close to disaster. I'd be very, very surprised if I don't spin at that corner. Driver in front.
Kvyat is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:33.5. We're gaining by around 0.2 per lap.
Should I have gone on the hard tyres? Do you reckon?
Yellow flag.
Oh, someone's slowing down.
Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens.
Oh, the chasing pack are getting. Oh, it's Seb.
Some information on Vettel. They are out of the race.
Where's the safety car?
Green flag.
Oh, man. Could really have used the safety car here. Right, use softs or new mediums for the next stint. I guess it's got to be soft. I honestly don't know how long each of the tyres are supposed to last as well. I'm thinking, really. Oh,
Virtual safety car.
oh, you are
Virtual
fucking
safety
kidding me.
car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Why did that come out for Bottas and not Seb?
Delta is negative, which means you are too
Oh, and the good news is that Hamilton's now leading the race as a result of that. Oh, that's not fair. Hamilton luck.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag.
If that safety car came out at one corner earlier, I would have come in for my pit stop there. That would have been absolutely glorious if that had happened as well. Okay, so Hamilton's in the lead. Gasly's chasing him. But, we got a lot of work to do still.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Whoa. They're all DRS training each other as well. Whoa, fucking curb. Gonna get caught out so badly here. By some insta spin curb. Right, so my strategy here, I mean, we've got to try and get past a couple of cars. But I think if I'm going to try and go in lap 16-ish, I think. Just to try and get some kind of undercut going on here. Man, there are so many cars here. You get through this pack and you're like, you're in the top 5 here. I think Verstappen's very close to a McLaren here ahead. Nothing happening, no. Whoa.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Didn't want to be using ERS throughout the whole sector. Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Hope I didn't speed in the pit lane there. I kept pressing the wrong button again. Right, we're going for an undercut attempt here, just on medium tyres. Give myself a couple of laps to try and do some damage here.
Release, release.
Alright, this is it. I'm pretty sure everyone else is going to be stopping on soft tyres.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Alright, let's get it. Can still get top 5 here.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down. Some information on Stroll. They seem to have an issue. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
Absolutely hammering it for 3 more laps there. Not like that though. Not a great line there.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.1 seconds.
Whoa! AstroTurf. Just a lot of understeer still, mid-corner. Middle sector especially, in those high-speed corners. Nick's in. That's done me a right favour. Cheers, Nick.
Stroll is stopping now.
Oh, some guys are in. Some have come in. That's a Ferrari. He was right at the front of that pack as well. Okay, let's get him. We're ahead of a lot of cars here. We've done very well. This Ferrari was at the lead of that pack, I think. There was Norris up the road in the McLaren. And he has stopped as well. So those guys went in a lot earlier than I thought and came out on soft still as well. So, I mean, it's my fault for not knowing whether the soft could last that long. But at least we've got Leclerc in sight, at least. I'm banking on their lap times to start off strong, but then they'll fall off kind of towards the end of the stint anyway.
Nick is coming in for his stop.
I'm expecting these to hang on. That's too much curb there, way too much. Right, P6. Now we're talking.
Just so you know, we're getting some strange readings from a couple of the sensors. I don't think you need to be worried. It's just some bad data, so keep doing what you're doing, and I'll let you know if we notice any genuine problems.
So when they mean bad data, is there like... What is that telling me? Is it telling me like my fuel, I've actually got 1 lap of fuel as opposed to 0.6 in the tank? Like how deceptive is the data when he says that? Is that such a thing, or is that just a line that he does? Let me just check, is there anything off? Tyre looks okay. Yeah? I have no idea what he's talking about then.
Gap to car in front is 1.7 seconds.
In which case, why the hell did he tell me any information there? Yeah, so the soft tyre is pretty quick. If Albon and Kvyat behind could race a bit more. Oh, there's Perez. He's just ahead though. Right, so if these guys start scrapping, that'd be really nice. Like I say, still a long way to go in this stint. This could well come back to us. I'm more than happy with the position I got, all things considered, really.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Oh. I don't know how to cancel that. I ran over marbles and it felt really weird. It's car steering went really light there. I thought I'd like suffered a puncture or something. Driver behind.
Kvyat behind. Our gap behind is 1.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 32.3.
So we were a little bit slower than Kvyat last lap. Kind of looking behind then, rather than in front at the moment. Especially that AlphaTauri. It's quick around here. Like, damn. Damn Daniel.
Gap to teammate behind is 3.7 seconds.
Oh, that gap's still coming down, which is concerning. The gap behind that is kind of keeping touch with Perez. Driver in front. Driver in front.
Perez ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 1.7 seconds. Their time
Didn't understand my accent.
The time last lap was a 1:32.6.
32.6 he done. So he's only a couple attempts quicker. I think Kvyat's the danger behind though. Need to start limiting my ERS usage as well here.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.5 seconds. We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Come on, mediums, hang in there. Kvyat's not really making ground this lap either. Oh, he probably will there though. That's a slight mistake. Driver in front.
Perez is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 1.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 32.7. You're falling back by 1/10 a lap.
I know where that 1/10 was as well. Lost it all in that last sector there. Just needs to get in striking distance. He's not within DRS for Leclerc, thankfully, at the moment.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
Really on the edge of fuel and... Hey, DeVries is in 7th. Here comes Nick, scoring some points again. I can really have him do me a favour here and take out Kvyat. Or overtake him. One of the two. Oh, that's slightly wide. That's all AstroTurf as well. Yeah, falling back here. This isn't good. I think we're just hanging on to 6th rather than attacking for top 5. That was close to the wall. Uh-oh. Kvyat's here.
Gap to car in front is 1.7 seconds.
Oh, this is going to get painful.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Perez, please. Help me out. I really thought this strategy gamble would pay off. But I didn't anticipate that these guys were going to stop early and still bolt on soft tyres.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Worst thing it could have done was rain. Worst thing it could have done. Alright, last sector. Gotta be better than what it has been. I can hear him. That's not good. Set a PB there. Good time for it. Is this the time? Are we coming back to him now? Sergio, please, I'm right there. Sergio, please. Oh, we're in trouble.
Engines showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Barely hung on. Leclerc's dropping off as well. Oh, that means he's going to give Perez DRS. This all going wrong. Come on, guys, help me out. Help me out a little bit. I've got no grip. He might just pass me here.
We're leading our teammate by 4.5 seconds.
Oh, Perez just passed Leclerc. Whoa, fucking hell! There is that insta-spin curb. Woo. Fucking hell. Just kept it. I just kept it pinned as well. Didn't care if I spun at that point.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.7 seconds.
Just kept it pinned. Don't want Kvyat having any advantage.
There's only one lap.
These guys ahead are fighting, and yet still we can't get close. He's going to be very close, but not right here. Come on, guys, hold each other up front. Oh, I've gone too hot here. Hamilton just turns the screw in as well, which isn't good. Come on, I can't. I'm going to lose a point with fastest lap to Hamilton here. Can't I lose another position? Oh my god, one straight to hang on.
This is your final lap of the race.
And we're in the red for fuel as well. Please let this be for nothing. Or for something, rather. He looks a bit further back this time. Oh, a bit hot into turn 2. Get me back in the green, come on. Oh, Leclerc's just within a second as well. Come on, man. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, I'm actually sweating. Right, one more straight. Keep it clean. Got plenty of airs this time around. I'm going cross-eyed looking at all the stuff I have to manage here. Right, come on, keep this clean. Don't go too wide. Easy. Oh, man. That was sweaty. And well done, Nick.
Another superb Russian Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory
Another superb. When was there ever a superb Russian Grand Prix?
that helped them achieve this success.
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Mercedes
That really didn't go well, but that could have been so much worse as well. We started, like, we were practically last after the first round of stops when it dried up. Best of a bad situation now. So annoying that Bottas broke down. He was way in the lead as well.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship.
And he got fastest lap as well.
Incredible performance, Lewis Hamilton secures the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Nick De Vries gets my vote today.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Our
No reason why.
champions
Just
retain their
well done,
position.
Nick.
but their lead is shrinking. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more racing,
Williams make progress up the table.
when we come back,
Where?
more Formula One.
Did they get a point there? Have I missed that? How did Williams... Look at the standings. How have Williams gone up? How have Williams gone up the table? They didn't score any points. Huh? Okay. Whatever. Well, there you have it. Hamilton, I mean, Mercedes were untouchable this race. So, pretty ominous for the rest of the season. Gasly just backed up AlphaTauri's pace. I think Kvyat would have been up there if he didn't get caught up in the double stack during the when the conditions changed. Norris, P3. Perez managed to get Leclerc at the end there. We saw that. And Leclerc in 5th. We just... Yeah. I don't regret, I think, making the decision I did. At that point, I just caught up a train of like 5 cars. And I wasn't sure on the longevity of the soft tyre, which I definitely underestimated. So we could have run the soft and jumped everyone and have pace as well at the end of the race to even attack the guys ahead of us rather than behind. So yeah, shouldn't have put the mediums on, but we gained positions. We didn't lose anything during the stint itself, which was good. Pace was consistent. Held off well against Kvyat at the end there as well. De Vries in 8th. 2 Red Bulls round out the top 10. I think Verstappen had a good start, but then just got stuck in the train. And Albon got passed by the AlphaTauri at some point as well as De Vries. Alright, I'm worried. I don't want to look at this. I jinxed it, didn't I? At the beginning, I said it was comfortable. I said it was a relatively comfortable lead at the top I had. And that's now gone. And now we are 1 point behind. By virtue of that fastest lap as well, by the way. So, not good. But, again, it could have been much worse than just 1 point behind. Bottas is way out of it. I think that retirement's, condemned him now to not winning this title. So it's a 2-horse race at the moment. Verstappen, not really there either. Gasly, head of Ricciardo now. Still the second AlphaTauri though. So the Gasly gang still waiting to see if Gasly will actually beat his teammate, despite all the hype around AlphaTauri's pace this season. De Vries in 10th. No other really major position changes other than that. I think we're still miles behind Mercedes. Hello, Waldo. You are tired, but you have a question. Shoot.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
I was just going to blow up the camera a second, but...
In the top spot, are you hoping to regain it?
Have I seen the Bad Batch?
Whether it affected the outcome today.
None of those options suited me. Have I seen the Bad Batch? I haven't. But I haven't seen the animated Star Wars stuff either, so none of that actually interests me at the moment until I've watched all of that. So, is it good? Is it worth it? Is it worth waiting for? Once I eventually get there. There are rumours that you're looking for a contract with Mercedes. Is there any truth to that? I'm not going there next season anyway. I should have just slagged them off.
Well, that's everything.
There is no next season. This is it. This is like the last season of Formula One World Championship, full stop. Before it disappears forever and turns into cow racing. It's all worth it, is it? I will have to watch it. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to spit theories with you, unfortunately. Oh, there's an invitational event. Oh, should we do that before we go? What's the time? 10:30. We could fit that in. How do I advance time though? That is the question. Cool. Getting all the aero parts, well, all the R&D parts. That's good.
Parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
We're almost level with Mercedes.
What do you think of this one?
Right, come on. Keep buying upgrades. Keep going. Keep going. I need them to keep pushing it as well. Oh, I'm very annoyed about losing that. Anyway, one last thing to do, and that's the Invitational. Never driven this car, so this will be an experience. Time attack. Finished the race in under 4 minutes 5. Okay. Just me on my own. All right then. That was probably a bit cautious through turn 1, 2, and 3 there. I feel like I'm driving my 3.5 around that I drove at the weekend. Oh, that is heavy. That is heavy. Oh my god, I can't drive this thing for shit. It gets really heavy for some reason. Really understeery. So I've done that in 1 minute 20 almost. I'm on course to still beat that, right? Hi Custard. How am I doing? Oh, not too bad. Just doing this this invitational event, and then we're wrapping up the stream after that. Hope you were able to catch some of the race. Right, this one's the worst. Right, that's better. Get it turned in. Whoa. Again, more horrific understeer. When am I wrapping up the stream? Unfortunate spelling there. In a minute, once this event's done. So in like a lapse time. As soon as you hit 5th gear, there's like just some horrific understeer. Oh, he was gonna braid me. That's unfortunate. Maybe next time, man. Well, I appreciate the thought anyway. And thank you for the follow as well. Yes, I'm glad. Glad you're sticking around at some point. I'll see you in a future stream at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, this is PC. Oh, again, couldn't do it. Done that 3 times. We should finish this though. Give me the acclaim! Okay. No hands. That started rattling about all over the place as well. Ah, okay. Advance that. Okay, that's a wrap, people. God, that was a stressful race. But nice to get a run out on the wheel, finally. Let's advance. Just get in position for the next race. Lovely. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun. Let me blow this up real quick, just to end this. I look stressed. Bit sweaty. It's been a good day. Been a good day today. Glad to stream. Really sorry at the beginning for the delays that we got. It was they were all unforeseen. Actually, that's a lie. One of them was foreseen, but they just took way too long, and I just thought I'm gonna start streaming anyway. We'll be back. Good question. I'm actually not sure. So if I think ahead, so potentially could be Saturday night. Sunday night will be. I want to try and do the Formula Renault strength of field race again if I can get in there again, and hopefully we'll be a little better than what we just done at the weekend. That's just gone. F1 wise, it'll probably be sometime early next week. I just need to see where my schedule is looking. But yeah, I'll as I usually do, I will if there's an F1 stream incoming, because I will normally make a decision earlier in the day. I will put the video up, or the put a notification up on my YouTube channel. Just advising that there's a live stream coming later in the day. I quite like this window. I used to do streams at 5 o'clock, but this one was quite nice. I quite liked 8 o'clock. Had a lot more freedom, and this has obviously ran on a bit longer than my previous usual streams. So we'll stick with the 8 o'clock kind of schedule, I think. Yeah, it's been good. So yeah, so we'll aim for, like I said, we'll aim for Saturday maybe. Sunday will definitely be live with iRacing at some point in the evening, once again. And then Monday is my target, schedule pending, for the next F1 stream. So we want to wrap that up before the season, the new game comes out. So we've got 2 months. But knowing my timekeeping, we might have to use all of that. So appreciate everyone watching, both on Twitch and YouTube. I think YouTube was relatively quiet in terms of the chat, but I think a few people jumped in and out. Yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. Gonna disappear now. Go to bed. Got work in the morning. So, night people. I'll see you guys very, very soon. It's good to be back. It's good to see you guys. I'll take care. Bye. If I actually can end it properly, I'm using my mouse instead of hotkeys. Right. See you later. Bye bye.